All right, so we'd want to see how to complete the I-140, um, the UIS I-140 form. So the first part you put this is where you start. Says start here, which means every other information that's before that is not important. You ignore it, right? So you start here, your family name, that's your last name, your first name here, middle name. Now, if you are going for an NIW, you do not complete anything under company or organization name, right? Um, then, now remember, this is my own understanding. It's not provision of legal advice, but it's merely my understanding of how to complete this form. Then, in care of, you do not put the name if you are the registered person on the address. If the address is registered to you, you do not put your name there. But if the address is not in your name, you now put in care of the person who is registered at that address, or if you're using a third party address, that's what you do, right? Then you put your postal address. Then from there, the EIN number, you ignore it since it's for organizations. 5, are you a non-profit organized as tax exempt? The answer is no, since you're an individual. Do you currently employ a total of 25 or fewer full-time equivalent employees? The answer is yes, because you employ only yourself, right? Then US Social Security number, you put your Social Security number there. The online account number, in most cases, I think the account number is the same as the employment authorization number, right? Which should be on your employment authorization card. But I normally just suggest you leave this part, right? And then if you are going for an EB1A, you put 1A there. If you're going for an EB2 NIW, it's 1H. All right. And then you click on 2B there for the Schedule A Group 1 or 2 designation, right? And then part 3, you put your names again, right? And your mailing address, right? Other information, you put all that information that's required, including all this part. Remember, USSN is you have it. The A number is the number that's on your employment authorization. That's your alien number, right? And then you complete based on what is on your I-94, all this information that's here, all right? Then processing information, if you're outside the US, you use 1A, 1B, 1C. If you're in the US, it's 2A here, right? And then before you came to the US, part 4, information about the where you were, the address where you resided, right? And you ignore 4A, 4B, 4C unless you're aligned to what's written here, Roman letters, whatnot, right? Then mailing address, you also ignore that because that is aligned to what is on 4A and the rest of the information there. Are you filing any other petitions or applications with this form? Currently, the EB2 is current. So if you're filing with the others, you say yes, right? If no, you say no. Then you need to highlight which ones you're filing for. I-485, yes. excuse me, that's your change of status. Then I-131, if you're applying for advanced parole. I-765, you're applying for an employment authorization. All right. Then
So,
7-8,
eh, eh,
yes.
now in my case, which one am I selecting? I'm selecting I
485,
485.
yes, 485 and 485 as well as 765.
Okay,
Yes.
just these two.
Yes, just those two.
Okay.
Right. And then is the person from whom you are filing in removal proceedings? The answer is no, right? Has any immigrant visa petition ever been filed? No. Are you filing a petition without an original labor certification because the original labor certification was previously submitted in support of another form? Then the answer is no. The answer is no as well. The next question, right? Then part 5, 1B, self, right? Then 2, you ignore since this has nothing to do with the organization, right?
So the whole of part 5, I'm going to ignore the whole of part 5.
Yes. Remember we spoke about, let's see, part 5, no, self. You click self. You tick self there.
Okay.
Then you
Mhm.
ignore this part, right? You
Type of
ignore
business.
the labor certification, right? You ignore the occupation and annual income, but the only section that you complete is self, 1B, right?
Oh,
And then you go
okay.
to part 6, job title and SOC code. So in most cases, if we are working together, I would have looked for the SOC code. I put that in your cover letter. So you will complete it as per your cover letter there, right? Then you put a non-technical job description, right? You put a non-technical job description there. Is this a full-time position? You ignore that.
Quick
Uh,
question, Af.
yes.
So for part 6, the basic information about the proposed employment. I spoke to you about my company. Do you, does that apply here?
You have your company, but you have your profession, right?
Yes.
So you as a CEO is a title, founder and CEO is a title, but you put a job title that resonates with your profession.
Okay, so for part 6, I'm going to write a title in my, for instance, cybersecurity analyst or some of vulnerability
Yes,
management.
yes, cybersecurity analyst. Then you put your SOC code for cybersecurity analysts there.
So code. Well, how do I get that?
No, your SOC code in most cases is aligned to, I give you your SOC code. So the SOC code I will give you, right? Let me actually check it out here. SOC
Okay.
code for cybersecurity. It's,
No, the title will be vulnerability management analyst.
yes, it's the same SOC code.
Okay.
Yes. It's 15 12 12.
12, 12. Right.
Yeah, 15 12 12.
Okay.
All right. And then, so you only complete part 6, 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, then I'll put the job description here. Right.
Yes, part 2, 1, 2, and 3 only.
Okay. Quick question too. For part 5, we ignored the others, but if an individual is filing this petition, provide the following information. Do I have to provide my information, other occupation, and annual income?
Sorry, just a second.
Okay.
Right. You were asking?
Yeah, my question was with regards to part 5. 11. It says that if an individual is filing this petition,
No, no,
provide
no.
the
Ignore that. Remember, I said on part 5, you only complete 1B. The rest ignore.
okay.
Yes. Then part 6, you only complete 1, 2, and 3. The rest ignore.
Okay.
All right. And then we go straight to part 7. If you have a family, you put your spouse as person 1 and your children as person 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And
I don't have
then,
any of that.
yes, if you don't have any of that, you skip that, you jump to part 8. And part 8 is self-explanatory. You're just putting your details. And then you sign and put a date. We are done with this form.
Okay.
Yes.
Quick question.
Yes.
The work location for parts 9, 9B, and all those things are ignored.
Remember, I said you only complete 1, 2, and 3.
3.
The rest you ignore. Because you don't have a
Okay.
work site location, you don't have nothing unless you are filing this through an employer. Then it's no longer an NIW.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Part 9. What happens to part 9?
Ignore all that.
Okay.
Part 9 is focused on interpreter. It's not for you. It's for non-English speaking people.
Right. So for this form, I'm filling up to part 8.
Yes.
Okay.